So you gonna mute yourself or what?
Sorry about that. I was kind of waiting for done recording for now.
Fair enough. Well, we know you have. Well, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. What is that? Are you trying to piss me off or something here? Is that what that is?
I'm sorry.
God, the goddamn pink boomerang thing. Still annoying after all this time. I wish I could change it, but I can't. Go down.
Yeah.
Come on, what's wrong with you? Like, the beam sabers I can deal with. The beam sabers on the wings I can deal with, which, by the way, that is kind of badass, and I wish they'd use that again in a future Gundam series. Fair enough. But why do they like the beam boomerang is pink just like everything else? So why does that particular weapon doesn't paint up? I don't know. There have been other beam boomerangs you can color. This one, for whatever reason, you can't. I don't get it. So whatever.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the Destiny's beam boomerangs color up along with the main body?
I think it does. Let me see. Yes, they do.
Yeah, I thought so.
So yeah, no excuse.
No excuses. Probably just softmax being lazy.
I just noticed something. I've
What's
had
up?
this unit well over 2 years now. Well, just over 2 years. And I just noticed when it goes to melee mode, the beam boomerangs disappear.
Hmm. What's up with that?
I don't know. Is it maybe something that were they like planning on having the beam boomerangs used as like mini swords or something, and they just forgot about it?
No, that was never that was never a design in the beam boomerangs planned.
Well, no, not in the series. Not in the series. Like beam boomerangs are beam boomerangs, and I won't get into the technology of the C Destiny universe, Cosmic Era, whatever it is. But I'm talking more about Softmax's decision to remove them. I wonder if it was going to be something, and then they just changed their minds, like, nah, okay, we're good, but then they forgot to change it back. That's what I'm wondering about.
Yeah, that's a good question.
God, I've had this for 2 years, and I didn't notice it till just now. What the hell? It's a good thing I've
uh,
already reviewed Destiny, so...
Destiny overview.
Destiny's amazing. Destiny's like secretly awesome. People kind of diss it just because it has Shinosuke as the pilot. You know, you get over the pilot. You know what? I got the Destiny before I watched the series, and Destiny's an amazing unit. People just kind of diss it, just like, I'm not going to get it because I'm not a Shinosuke fan. You don't have to be in this game. It's kind of the thing
Yeah,
that people don't get.
like I got it because I was
Seed
literally,
fanboy, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, Seed fanboy. Shit pilot, badass mobile suit. I cared
Hmm.
less.
You know, if I wonder if I should go over the legacy of Athranzala units. Although I don't have a
You just,
yeah, I don't have Aegis anymore. I don't have an Aegis anymore. But I do
sick.
have regular Justice, which I'm still debating. Yeah, okay. But I do have a Savior, which is, it's okay. It's nothing. It's got good agility, but I haven't
Yeah,
used that. I probably haven't used Savior in about a year now. Like, it's just kind of, it's okay. Besides, I've got a Katsuki Uwashi, so why would I need Savior anymore? Which is ironic considering I got it in 20 rolls, under 20 rolls, I think, for Savior. I can't remember. It was either that or it was part of an event and I got it that way. I can't remember.
I know I had to roll a shit ton of capsules for mine.
I'll tell you right now, Savior Gundam is one of those units that, it's what Wacky Modder 84, he calls it a cursed unit. It's really fucking impossible to get. And like I didn't think much of it. Like the one for me that's been impossible for me to get is the strike. Oh, crash! That was my mic. Was the Strike E Lucas? I'm sorry, Sword Strike E Lucas custom, which is in the custom capsule machine. That thing right there. I still don't have. I've probably put 250,000 points into that machine, and I gave up on it. Now, to be fair, it's identical to Sword Strike to Sword Impulse to, well, at this point, Gundam H2 Dark Hound. I mean, or not H2 Dark Hound, that's just kind of the S-Rank version.
Sword
But
Calamity.
Sword Calamity, yeah, I mean, it's identical to all of those. I still want one. But just to kind of complete the Sword Strike, and, oh wait, maybe, let me think before I say that.
Well, we all agreed
No.
that, and you're one of the few people who got lucky enough to get it. I still believe that Blast Impulse is a cursed unit
Oh
because
yeah, Blast Impulse is definitely cursed. Blast Impulse is, that cost me 40,000. That was that, or no, it was 48,000, I think.
I couldn't tell you how many times I tried to roll that capsule machine and still didn't get it.
Honestly, I'm surprised it was a capsule only machine. This should have been something you could build.
Yeah, I thought
And
so
you know, the
too.
ironic thing is, of all the, I mean, this by the way is also one of the units I have an exception for dumbfire, but and it actually has good reload on those homing missiles. The homing missiles are not the best kinds I've ever encountered, but I still like it, and it's got good melee for a paper too. It has a fast swing, it has a nice long reach. The cooldown on the melee is not bad either. I mean, it's decent. Oh, and also there was no model kit of it ever. There's the 144, but you know, there's no
That
100,
pissed me
160.
off though.
Yeah, yeah, and nobody knows why. Just yeah,
Japan and their swords.
I don't know. I don't know. In a weird way, I wish that launcher impulse, or not launcher impulse, force impulse, blast impulse. Jesus, what's wrong with me? I don't say it very often. I wish the blast impulse had been a multi-mode unit. Not a sniper necessarily. I'm glad it's not. But what I do like is that, and kind of the thing that pisses a lot of people off is that it's got a beam spec on it, but it's those huge beam cannons. It's got like the ones you can see when it does its little dance here. They flip forward, and you think it would be like a double shot knockdown of some kind. And I wish it had been that. Instead, it uses the rail guns mounted on the backpack or whatever it is. That you, as Seed, hey Seed fanboy, did he ever use those rail guns except maybe once or twice?
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
Like, like
and those are
for
the most
all I
common weapon it has, which is ironic considering it's called the blast impulse, but those beam cannons are never used. The only time you use them is part of the beam spec, which makes sense, but at the same time, I'm still allowed to have it piss me off. I guess there's some sort of hex against having a long-range knockdown and homing missiles in the same mode. Am I right, Easy? Yes? Okay, thank you.
mm, I
Didn't
think.
ask you.
Well, I know for an absolute fact that he used the blasters at least 4 times in the show.
Yeah, he actually used those, and he also used, well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't use Blast Impulse very much. Fair enough, but even of the few times that he did, like he was more like he used Force Impulse by far the most, and then Sword Impulse because Japan has this sword fetish thing. But you know, beyond that,
Oh yeah.
which is ironic, considering Pussy Yamato over there. He actually gave up on Sword Strike after he killed Nicole, whatever his last name is. I don't care. Don't you dare say it. On the God, what was it called? The Blitz Gundam. So like he actually stopped using the sword and just went back to the launcher. It's like I can't fight at close quarters combat. I can't stand the notion of killing people with a sword. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sword. Okay. So yeah, on with the show. Oh wait, why are we doing?
Wait, what?
I guess I'm committed now. What just occurred to me? What do I need you for in this section here? I should be doing uh the. Guess I didn't need you for this part because I want to say when I did. Wait, when I did Strike Freedom, did I do it with the drones or did I do all of it in here? I can't
He,
remember.
he did it with the drones. He only did the boosting part with me.
Well, shit. Well, we're here. And we've wasted 30 seconds. I guess we can't. Don't. Okay. All right. Let's just do this. Okay. So, I done goofed. When I reviewed Strike Freedom, I did it with drones, and then I came in here and PvP'd. But, yeah, here I am with Cool Kid. I don't really need him for this part, but, whatever. Here, I'm gonna booster. Until not only do you touch the ground again, but, you actually have to stop moving in order to recharge. No!
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No! I had you! I had it!
No. I can't remember off the top of my head what all's used in the blueprint for this, but I'm under the impression it's not impossible to get. It's not in other words, you don't have to roll the 14K machine. You don't have to make multiple blueprints in order to get to it. So it's not ultimately not an outright difficult S rank, or let alone an SS rank. It's not a difficult SS rank to make. I think it's Aegis and regular Justice and Coquette. I hope you're pulling up the blueprint right now.
I am.
Is it the din? The regular din, that little purple colored thing? I think.
Give me 1 second.
You can't just look it up in the shop.
That's where I'm at right now. I was using the keyword search. Alright. Justice, Sword Impulse, Aegis, M1A Astray, and the regular Den, all at level 7.
Okay, so the Sword Impulse might cost you a bit because you have to get an Impulse Gundam, and then you have to get the Sword Impulse built. So that's probably going to be your biggest
That right there is
biggest
going to be
factor.
the biggest drawback, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should just go and look at it.
I used the keyword search just to find it.
Don't have to just because it's so old.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
true
I
too.
want to say this was one of the first SS ranks. I want to say that.
It and Strike Freedom.
They came out around the same time, so shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'm wasting a lot of time here. Here it is. Yeah, so Justice Gundam, Sword Impulse, that's probably the most difficult one to get. The M1A Astray, that's the blue-colored sniper version, by the way. Aegis Gundam, you can get one of those for free from the quest, or it's not an impossible A rank to get your hands on. So those Sword Impulse, honestly, is probably going to be the most expensive thing you have to go for. Justice Gundam, all you really got to do is get through the advanced combat tutorial. I'd like to see you try. I'm just gonna cut suddenly right there, so it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, like in terms of SS ranks, not a difficult thing to get. Let's see, I want to see.